Hey everybody, this is Wileen Benson with another video in the Safeguard series. And this Safeguard series is you working in your purpose really arms you with the protection, with God's protection. And that's what I feel like, everybody is looking for right now, is just a feeling of protection, safety. The problem is that for pretty much all of us, there's a lot of uncertainty. Obviously we want to have that feeling of confidence and know what our direction is, but the typical places that we used to go for direction or for the answers, for security, for certainty, for a lot of us, those places aren't available right now. Some people used to go to their job for security and they don't have a job right now. They're not able to go to work. So a lot of things kind of not really certain right now. And since we don't have the typical places to go to find those answers and to feel certain and stable, I want to invite you to consider a different place that maybe you haven't gone to. When Jesus was here on the earth, his message was for the poor in spirit. The people who had it all together, who had plenty of money, who had their high station in life, they didn't really want to hear God's or Christ's message, Jesus's message. The ones who were really listening to him were the ones who were poor in spirit, the ones who were not certain, the ones who didn't have a stable station in life, the ones, maybe even the beggars, the people who didn't have a lot of money or didn't have a lot of status, didn't have things figured out. And in some respects, I feel like that's the way we all are right now. We're kind of like hanging out there, being beggars. It's like waiting for our next resource to come to us. So I invite you to consider that that is a source that you can turn to that is very stable and certain. I have been, for the last 7 or 8 years, every morning I sit down and I open that conduit for divine communication. And that's something that you do have access to right now. There's some connections that we can't do, that we're not supposed to be doing, personal connections. But right now you can still do that. You can still communicate and connect with your Heavenly Father and with Jesus Christ. And I will just tell you that the last few days especially, I have been getting some really relevant communication to our time today, and for me specifically in moving forward and in direction. And so the message that I want to give you today is to take the time to open that conduit for divine communication. That is one place that you can go where stability is, where certainty is, where you know for sure that God knows what the future is. He knows what's happening right now to us, and he loves us. He wants us to have a successful experience in this time. And if it worked back in the days when Jesus was on the earth, if the people who were poor in spirit and didn't have things all figured out were able to go to him and get answers and to feel comfortable and confident in who they are and the direction that they were going, then I know that you can do it too. I know that we can do it now today. And I've been experiencing that I've been experiencing that as I've been sitting down and opening that conduit of communication. Those answers are coming. So I encourage you to try that today. So that's the message today, is to find your solid, certain place that you can go to get that information that you need and know that it's always there. Christ and our Heavenly Father are always there.